Well, thank you, Ariel. Well, let's go ahead and take another look at your forecast so far for today. What we're starting to see out there is just plenty of sunshine and clear skies. Just a reminder, right now you can go ahead, download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with the forecast. Now, we had some rocky weather this past weekend, but now as we get further along into the next few days, we're going to be dealing with some much different conditions. You might already feel it as you're stepping outside. Some clear weather out there, but also some chilly temperatures. Now, taking a look at conditions across the southeast, we're starting to see clear sunny skies. Things are stunning out there. What we're starting to see is very minimal cloud cover. If anything, just a few that you're seeing pop up there just closer over Mobile Bay. But really what that likely is going to be some of that smoke. Seeing a lot of controlled burns out there. One of those you can see right here, taking a look from our Battleship Memorial camera brought to you by Navigator Credit Union. Looking towards the eastern shore, you can start to see some of that smoke up there on the horizon. Also noticing some of that down towards Dauphin Island. But temperatures out there right now just resting in the mid 50s. Very dry air. Starting to see those dew points in the teens right now with feels like temperatures right on the dot. More of those northeasterly winds in that wake of the system that we saw move through Saturday night into Sunday morning. Just starting to see the impacts of that. Temperatures all across the Gulf Coast. If you haven't stepped outside, it's chilly out there. Just starting to see a range of the 50s. But as we get further along into the rest of this evening, in case you do have any of those sports practices, skies will continue to stay clear. Temperatures will take a tumble. We're going to be in the mid 40s once we get closer towards 7 and 8 o'clock. So make sure that you bundle up for any of those sports practices heading into this evening. And then looking ahead, the rain chances over the next 5 days. Quiet heading into the overnight hours and into tomorrow, but then changes Tuesday night into Wednesday when another front is going to come through and knock down our temperatures even more. I'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit.
You guys have a lot to keep track of.
We do. It's been a roller coaster at this point between just about 3 weeks ago, snow, and then we had 70s and 80s last week, and now just front after front of bringing in even colder weather once again.
Well, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Went to the Condies on Friday night.
I was there. I was covering it.
Yes, and so that was a lot of fun to celebrate Valentine's Day down there and to have it with friends. And then I worked Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Did, yeah.
So I was about 11 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah, it was a long night.
Yeah, it was a long night, but luckily not a lot of severe weather moved through our area, which I'm happy about. And the majority of it stayed further north, but
now you're ready for the week ahead.
Yeah, I am.
All right, well, we're going to continue to show your pictures. This one coming to us, Michelle, she says, have a great week. So she's setting us up for a perfect week. She said this is Sunday evening sunset from Daphne.
Absolutely beautiful, especially you start to see some of those clear skies. I'm sure by the time that this photo was taken, it was starting to feel a little cooler out there. Yesterday, if you stepped outside earlier in the day and later on in the day, it felt completely different because the temperatures were gradually falling, drier air was moving in, but a nice photo there.
Yeah, it got cool. It got cool when the sun went down.
Oh, it did.
All right, the next one, Dawn Donnelly. This is afternoon Sunday sun from, she says, our front yard after a night of storms. Thank goodness, no damage to our home or property, just windy, she said.
That's exactly right, especially a tall tree right there, but looking stunning. I like to see more of these bright green colors, especially, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a lot of pollen in the air right now.
There is. The hood of my car, I noticed when I actually parked in the parking lot, the sun was on it and there was like a fine layer. I said, you know, it's going to be a constant battle now to keep the car clean, at least until all that moves through.
We'll get the rain in here and then it'll all come back.
Right.
Well, this next one is from Jesse Hasty, showing a snowy sunset from Milton, Florida. This one was dated a few weeks ago, January 21st.
Yeah, we're still getting pictures of the snow.
We are. I enjoy it, though.
Historic event for sure.
It was, especially just kind of like those little reminders. But, I mean, just look at the reflection on the water there, too. Just mirrored reflection.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully we don't see it anytime soon, but it was beautiful. All right, the next one, Deidre Looney. This is Evelyn's first Mardi Gras, and we cannot wait for many more.
Oh, she looks like she's having a great time. So yay, Evelyn. You got the football, you got some of the beads. Even it looks like some face paint there, too.
She's already a pro.
She is. She's well on her way into celebrating the Boom Boom every single year. Knows exactly how to get some of those good throws, too. Well, also, this next one is from Chuck Herman. This is Charlie, and he is also ready for Mardi Gras, getting into the spirit there. Looks like a float rider with the mask on.
Yeah, who couldn't? If you saw this on the parade route, who couldn't, deny that and throw a whole bunch of throws?
Exactly.
Hopefully, maybe some doggy treats. I don't know.
Get some dog treats in there. So, hey, something to keep in mind for all the float riders out there in case you want to mix up your throws a little bit. You never know what you're going to catch.
You don't.
I don't think I've caught dog treats. I've caught dog toys, like the little stuffed
I've caught a little
animals.
bit of everything.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things this weekend. But caught a lot of stuff. Actually, I caught one of those really cool Civic Center cups, with the mural on it. I kept that, but we rode Saturday night, Fox 10 did. And so a lot of the stuff that I caught Saturday afternoon, I also threw. Yeah.
And then was it really windy on Saturday night?
No, yes and no, but it was hot. I found myself working up a sweat on the float and throwing, and I was hot.
It gets to you, and we're looking at a roller coaster ahead of us for Mardi Gras season, so keep all the seasons ready to go for whichever evenings you're going to head out there.
We'll be ready. All right. Well, hope you're ready. Coming back, we have much more on this Monday on Fox 10 Live. We appreciate you watching. We'll be right back. Ford F-150, get this, no longer America's #1 vehicle.
Yeah, data from the Dynamics found that Toyota's RAV4 dethroned the F-150.
All right, the pickup truck was in the top spot for 4 decades.
Researchers say that the RAV4's hybrid powertrain is a big reason for its rise in popularity.
You see a lot of them out on the road. Honda CR-V sales also rose, while Tesla Model Y sales decreased, they say, in 2024.
We have these as our station vehicles.
Storm Tracker, that's part of our fleet.
Yep, and so I'm a Toyota fan. I like Hondas too.
I do. I enjoy driving and riding in the RAV4s. Of course, like I said, they're part of our Storm Tracker fleet. So very reliable vehicles. I like the Ford F-150 too.
I was going to say,
not a bad ride.
Yeah, I see a lot of Fords on the road too. So surprising that it was more of the compact SUV that was taking a truck off the top of the list.
People's driving habits may be changing too.
I think you're right.
All right. All right, we now know that Earth's magnetic field is triggering a superpower in sea turtles.
Yeah, so loggerhead sea turtles have the ability to find nesting and feeding areas without landmarks.
Yeah, a new study has shown loggerheads actually memorize magnetic fields to help them find food after migrating.
Wow, researchers said that captive juvenile loggerheads will dance in a particular movement pattern in response to magnetic cue.
The process reminds them where they previously partook in meals. Interesting.
Yeah, and so for more information, you can check out the journal Nature to learn more about this. I think we have loggerhead turtles here across the globe. Okay,
we do.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was that type that we do. So, wow, that's very cool.
So if you see them shaking about, they're actually dancing, trying to find food.
It makes sense.
All right, well, it's a cross between a wolverine and a pit bull.
Yeah, a skull found in Egypt could reveal clues about a prehistoric predator that had cat-like teeth and the body of a dog.
All right, cat and dog mixed into one. Researchers say they've uncovered a nearly complete skull of a Bastodon, a powerful predator that was on top of the food chain 30 million years ago.
So the skull indicates the carnivore had a short snout, sharp teeth, and a strong bite.
Yeah, they've also said the species was the king of the tropical rainforest in prehistoric times.
Now scientists are trying to dig deeper into why these powerful animals disappeared. It's amazing what we can learn
It
from.
really is. Millions of years later, we're still finding out about, creatures that have not been on this earth for a very long time.
Yeah, and so I'd be curious to see what else they can come up with that. A rendering of what they think it looked like.
I need a picture.
Yeah.
I need a visual.
There you go.
All right. All right, well, movies and donuts. What a pair. We like both, right?
That's exactly right. The donut chain Krispy Kreme is now partnering with the streaming platform Hulu starting today. The donut company is offering a collection of donuts inspired by tastes of the classic cinema.
Now, we're talking about a caramel popcorn donut. Doesn't that sound good? Which has a crunch to it, much like real popcorn. There's also a blue raspberry slush flavored donut, a cookie dough superstar. That sounds good. And one called the Candy Double Feature, which is layered in chocolate and small pieces of candy. Now, part of the promotion includes the chance to win a 1-year subscription to Hulu. That sounds pretty good considering a lot of these streaming services are going up on their prices. Get one for free may kind of help you with paying for the others.
It really will. And you know, Krispy Kreme just continuing to come out with more and more different donuts. Well, taking a live view outside right now down in Orange Beach, what we're starting to see is nice, beautiful conditions out there. Some clear, sunny skies, some calm water conditions. Things are looking better. Noticing those improvements, especially along the shoreline, because of those northerly winds. Now, temperatures are resting in the upper 50s right now. Dew points still dry even down at our local beaches. They're just resting in the upper 30s, and even noticing a little bit of that shift in the wind out closer towards our beaches out of the southwest. Now, as we do get further along into the rest of this evening, expecting some clear skies for a little bit, and then more of that cloud cover is going to be rolling in heading further on into this evening. That's not going to stop our temperatures from still dipping down. However, we'll be resting in the mid 40s closer towards 9 p.m. But waking up tomorrow morning beginning in the 30s. Our inland areas possibly even getting near freezing to start off. So coats, jackets going to be needed once again as you're stepping out the door for your Tuesday. Lower 40s closer towards the immediate coastline. But timing things out in our future cast. So we start off for this afternoon. We make our way into our evening. There's where more of that cloud cover begins to roll in. And despite some of those clouds, we start to see some peaks of clear skies at points. That's going to be leading to our temperatures dipping down. Looking a little different heading into tomorrow, noticing mostly cloudy skies, some peaks of sunshine, but the rain coverage isn't going to be coming into play until well into the overnight hours. So we start to see some of those spotty showers making an appearance by 8 p.m., but expecting that really to ramp up later on in the evening. And then forecast highs heading into tomorrow. That's where we're going to start to see some of those 60s. So really the lower to mid 60s, a little bit below average for what we should be feeling this time of year. But over the next 3 days, there's those rain chances bumping up Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then behind it, look at that morning temperature to start off on Thursday, upper 20s. It is going to be some chilly mornings ahead of us. I'll talk more about your extended forecast coming up on Fox 10 News at 4 and 5 o'clock. Lee.